Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 5 starts now.
A father fights to keep an accused cop killer from being released. You will hear from the man charged in the death of Sergeant Colin Rose. Ben.
Karen, temperatures just above freezing. How much more warmth are we going to recover as we head into a dry weekend?
Breaking right now, Chief Craig says the shooter who gunned down a Detroit police officer was not only on their radar, but fell through the cracks.
There should have been more follow-up made. I have launched and initiated an internal investigation because I felt more should have been done.
Lackluster. That is the word Chief Craig is using tonight to describe how police handled cases involving the alleged shooter before Officer Rasheed McClain was killed Wednesday night.
And we aren't naming the suspect yet because he has still not yet been charged. But we do know police were investigating his role in a number of recent shootings. Sean Lay live tonight. He's been putting together the details of a very disturbing twist, Sean.
Disturbing and stunning. The suspected gunman is connected to the shooting of 6 people. 2 people dead here, including a Detroit police officer. All the shootings since just this past Sunday. The chief says his officers should have found this gunman 2 weeks ago after a house was shot up, but he says his officers failed to investigate. The 28-year-old suspect police say was after his 16-year-old girlfriend, shooting up her home here on Wyoming 2 weeks ago. In fact, Officer Pierre Batum, BC, shot in the leg at that same home Wednesday, took the initial report. The girl then came to the 12th precinct to give police the gunman's name. A quick check would have shown that he was paroled in March of this year after 8 years in prison for violent crimes. But Chief Craig says essentially his officers failed to act on that information.
He was not arrested, and I will tell you candidly, as we began to peel back that investigation, tell you lackluster. There should have been more follow-up made. I have launched and initiated an internal investigation because I felt more should have been done. The victim from the drive-by shooting at the inhabited dwelling went to the station and gave the name of the suspect. And so my big question is what happened next?
With the suspected gunman still on the streets, Local 4 has learned he went hunting for anyone connected to the 16-year-old. This past Sunday at 7 Mile in Wyoming, 2 people were shot. The next day, Monday, another double shooting on Harding on the east side, where 32-year-old Dantes Calhoun was killed. We've learned police requested a warrant on the gunman in that murder. Then more tragedy Wednesday. The gunman in the same home he shot up. Officer Rasheed McClain goes in and is shot and killed. Batum, BC, was shot in the leg.
If we had did an appropriate follow-up and taken him into custody, we wouldn't be talking about our hero who's no longer with us.
That is just a stunning statement from the chief. Chief Craig tonight saying there are real problems with this situation. His words, not much effort was made after the gunman fired into that home 2 weeks ago. In the meantime, Devin, Kimberly, charges have been requested against that 28-year-old in the shootings from Sunday and Monday. Not yet, as you point out, in the shooting of the officer. Back to you.
Well, Sean, I'm wondering what officers did when they were given the name of this suspect after they heard the shooting.
They took down the name first, and apparently there was trouble spelling the name. The 16-year-old here goes back into the 12th precinct and gives the officers the correct spelling. Then there was trouble reaching that 16-year-old again, so a letter was sent, according to the chief. And the chief says, no, in a situation like this, you can't do that. You can do it in a car theft, but you can't do it in a situation, a life and death situation like this.
Wherever the mistakes were, awfully tragic. All right, Sean, we'll continue to follow that. Now let's get to new information that we're learning into the accidental shooting of a 3-year-old in Lincoln Park.
Our Larry Spruill spoke to a family member today who was worried that something like this would happen.
Both neighbors and police say that shooting happened here at this trailer Tuesday afternoon. Police say that somehow the little girl got a hold of that gun and shot herself. I just spoke with the grandmother of that little girl. She tells me as of right now, things aren't looking so good. Friday, family and friends are praying for 3-year-old Skylar Johnston.
I was in disbelief. I couldn't believe it. You know, you don't ever think those things are going to happen to the people that you love.
But it's becoming a sad reality for Skylar's grandmother, Teresa Long.
It doesn't look good.
Police said little Skylar was inside the mobile home off Dix Road in Lincoln Park when somehow she got a hold of a gun and shot herself Tuesday afternoon around 2 o'clock.
There was just a ton of cops and ambulances and a lot of unmarked cars too, and they were there forever. We didn't know what was going on.
Police tell Local 4 there were other children inside the home at the time. One of the adults in the house called 911.
My only concern is the safety of my 3 grandchildren.
And Skylar's grandmother tells me that as of right now, she is in Children's Hospital listed in critical condition. Meanwhile, police are still investigating this case. We're live tonight. Larry Spruill, Local 4.
I certainly hope little Skylar will be okay. Larry, though, you mentioned police investigating. Any word on potential charges here?
Well, Kimberly, I reached out to the state attorney's office, the prosecuting attorney's office, and the spokesperson tells me that as of right now, no charges have been filed into their office. Kimberly?
Okay, keep us posted, Larry. Thanks.
All righty, it's Friday. We made it to the weekend, albeit with some much cooler temperatures coming in than there were.
Cooler indeed. Let's get over to Ben on a Friday. We deserve some sunshine. Ben, are we going to see any
Give us
over the
what
next...
we deserve.
Well, you will get some tomorrow, even though those clouds clearing tonight means the temperature's going to go down just a little bit cooler than what a lot of us would be hoping for. We're barely above freezing right now. 34 in Metro, right at 32 there in the north zone, and these numbers are going to continue to fall. We'll be down to 32 in the Metro zone here by midnight. Clouds are going to continue to decrease, and then we're going to be looking for 20s to start tomorrow morning, but it is coming with sunshine. You can see how that cold air is just sort of barreled in from the northwest, and now we may get a little bit of a response from the south as those numbers start to tick upwards over the weekend. Coming up, we'll look at our weekend highs for all those folks that are going to be raking, and of course, your Thanksgiving forecast, which does have some changes to discuss in just a few minutes, guys.
Ben, back to you shortly. Now to defender cameras that were rolling in court today as Raymond Durham, the Detroit man charged with killing Wayne State Sergeant Colin Rose, appeared for a competency hearing.
Durham has been found not competent to stand trial time and time again, leading to fears that he could be released.
Senator Karen Drew here with us, and you've interviewed Rose's parents on a number of occasions, so tell us about today.
This is so difficult for them every single step of the way. Randy Rose, Colin's father, said he was anxious. It was 3 years ago to the day today that police say Raymond Durham shot his son, Sergeant Colin Rose. Randy says he needed to be in court to make sure Durham would not be released.
Raymond Durham sits in court, seemingly confused. He is here on a petition to be released.
His diagnosis is schizophrenia.
Doctors where he's treated tells the court Durham continues to have paranoid thoughts.
Mr. Durham continues to present with active psychotic symptoms.
60-year-old Durham was charged with first-degree premeditated murder of Wayne State University Sergeant Colin Rose back on November 22nd of 2016. He was also charged a few months later in the shooting of 2 Detroit police officers, but has never stood trial.
It's 3 years to the day today when Colin was actually shot. And we're honestly nowhere closer to getting to a courtroom today than we were 3 years ago. So that's frustrating for us.
Do you suffer from a mental illness?
I don't think so.
What would happen to you if you stopped taking your medications?
I don't know.
There's been evidence that the respondent has a history of incredibly dangerous behavior.
It didn't take long for the judge to decide.
I'm not taking any chances.
Petition for release denied. A small victory today.
Well, it leaves a tremendous hole in your heart.
But still, the Roses continue to fight for justice for their son and feel for Detroit police officer Rashean McClain's family, killed in the line of duty just this week.
We know what they're going through, and our hearts go out to them.
Now, in today's proceeding, the judge said he can't imagine any judge who would release Durham to a less restricted facility, considering his past and present. But so many emotions there in court today.
Especially in light of what just happened this week. But for 3 years now, we talk about people getting closure. For 3 years, it's felt day by day for them then.
It really has. They continue to look for closure, and then they see what happened with Officer McClain this week, and they said, you know what, our advice to them, it's going to be so fast right now, every single day in the beginning. And then when it all quiets down, it's going to be so painfully hard when you go home.
It all goes away.
Yeah, and they obviously keep them in their prayers, too.
Yep.
All right, Karen. DDOT gets an $8.5 million boost. That money comes from a Federal Transit Administration grant. The money will go to buying new buses and equipment and to upgrade bus stations. Senators Gary Peters and Debbie Stabenow announced the awarding of the grant. MDOT's director says the money will help modernize fare boxes and open the door to more seamless regional transit.
Good evening, everyone. We've got some construction to get around for the weekend. Over on northbound I-75 between Dearborn Street to Clark, there's going to be only one lane open. This will start tonight at 7 p.m. It's going to remain that way until 1 a.m. Then at 1 a.m., 2 lanes will be blocked through that same stretch. This construction will wrap up Monday morning at 5 a.m. Also want to mention the on and off ramps in this area will have intermittent closures. So if you do run into a closure there, just carry on to the next exit. Have a great weekend, everyone.
All right, Kim, much more to come on this busy Friday. Here's Dr. Frank McGeorge. Doc?
Flu cases are rising, and that's just one of the viruses making people seriously sick this week. I'm Dr. Frank McGeorge. No one wants to be sick for Thanksgiving. Coming up, I'll show you what's going around near you and how to reduce your risk of catching it.
All right, Doc, and the latest hack on Disney Plus is reminding us all how vulnerable we are. New tonight, the easy ways you can protect your personal and financial information online. Tim.
And this is Tim Pamplin down in Campus Martius Park. We've got the Salvation Army band playing down here. The Christmas tree is ready to be lit. The festivities are just getting underway in downtown Detroit. Come on back, we'll show you where all the fun's at.